Hello guys, it is Toru from Bitcoin Geek and it is 14th of March and I am looking at a Bitcoin price chart. And it's been a while since I created last video, and I just want to quickly review how the market is moving right now and what is the motive that is really pushing the price of the Bitcoin as of now, and just take a look at that. Okay, so if we look at a little of the history, what we see is it's a pretty clear trend is going on. What really happened was when the CME Bitcoin future came in, of course there was a CBOE before the CME. However, actually the trading volume is, CME is way bigger and the impact is so much bigger. So the date of the CME Bitcoin trading launch was 17th of December. And as many predicted, this gives a lot of opportunity for the future traders so that they can borrow Bitcoin and go short. So probably when the future market kicks in, the price may drop, and that was very right. That's the price started to tumble around, and this is really happened when the gold future market came in. That was exactly the same. Before that there was no way that people can short gold. However, when the future market started, yes, they can started to short gold. So that's why price started to stumble, and at a certain point they bottomed out. They made a higher high. Of course, there are a lot of difference between the Bitcoin and gold. However, the future market introduction is pretty much the same. So the CME Bitcoin future launch was this date, and when the price bottomed out was the SEC and the CFTC's public hearing date. The chairman of the CFTC, he gave a very positive comment to the world that I was really moved. I really liked it. And he actually stated, like, as a father of three, and he was clearly saying that in order to capture younger generations trading interest, we need Bitcoin, because younger generation people doesn't really care about stocks or others. And I think that's very right. And within Japan too, like a lot of younger people likes Bitcoin or like cryptocurrencies, but they really don't care about stocks, and that's what it is, right? They realized it. They try to support the market, and that's very positive thing. And as of today, I found a news from the CoinDesk, and the CFTC official backs Winklevoss crypto self-regulated bit. And I'm not sure it's gonna work or not, but the thing is, actually CFTC is keep pushing the market, and this represents that it's still going on. And Poloniex, buyout was really happened, probably because CFTC or SEC was following that. Otherwise, I don't think Circle could go for that. So I mean, that's really the positive thing is going under the hood. So if we really looking at it, this was a huge turning point. So the interesting point is what is really dictating the Bitcoin market price right now is future market. The future market in the US, like when the future market started in the US, price started to stumble, and when the bottoming out, that was based on SEC and CFTCs. So I think this is major reason what is really dictating the market of the Bitcoin is changing right now. And there is an existing theory that the Bitcoin price is determined based on the number of usage on the blockchain transaction and the number of users. Yes, that is right. However, if that indicator is still valid, well, that number is really crashing. It's nearly going to zero. So, because not really many people using Bitcoin as a method of transactions. I mean, this is what it is, right? There is no assurance it's gonna back up. However, if this is really the determination of the price, the Bitcoin price needs to be somewhere around 3,000 or 4,000 as of today. However, it's still hovering around 9,000, 10,000. So what's the difference? Anybody could argue that this is overpriced, and the Bitcoin may soon crash to 3,000, 2,000, and it's gonna be zero. Well, that's fine. But so the whole point is, I think the metric of determining the Bitcoin price is a little bit changing. And one of the things that is really moving the Bitcoin price right now is this actually, this graph shows the movement between Bitcoin and yield spread, which is like a yield spread between longer term of the yield and shorter term of the yield, and I just laid out, and they have a perfect correlation, showing the perfect correlation. Their correlation is somewhere around 89% or something, which is really high. Usually you're not gonna see the sort of the high correlation other than like say for example Canadian dollars or oil or like I don't know, gold and JPY. This correlation is really high like that, and right now what's really driving the Bitcoin price is actually the yield spread, and which is pretty interesting, right? So I think Bitcoin is becoming more closer to commodity. They might change, like you know, this may split out someday, or like this could continue for a while, who knows. However, as of now, we are looking at is Bitcoin, its behavior is determined by a yield spread, and the other factor shows Bitcoin price determination is based on, you know, future market in the US. And I think as long as SEC and CFTC is pushing the Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies in a positive way, I think that's gonna, you know, float the price back up. Right now, Japan is having a difficult time regarding the Bitcoin because of the one of the largest exchange that is called CoinCheck was their $500 million was stolen. And they just started to allowing users to withdraw their cryptocurrencies out of their exchanges. So I think it's changing the market momentum a little bit. So I think it's there's a little, you know, things is coming back into the market, and I think it's gonna be a little positive wave is coming down the road. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have got a great week. Bye bye.